the stones, when you dried, it becomes somewhat the granular mass, that is, which is having the milky white, the musk, which turns to brownish red in color after completely drying. There is another process where, so this, the musk is dried in the hot, the oil, in the hot oil, they used to keep it, and then they used to collect, which turns into somewhat the particles, brownish red particles or granule-like structures you are going to obtain. So that is stored in a airtight container. Okay, then storage and processing the techniques. So it is a dried either in sunlight or on a stone, hot stones, or by immersion in a hot oil. Okay, so you can immerse it, or you can dry it in a sunlight on hot stone. There are two methods. Okay, so upon drying, it becomes reddish brown. The paste turns to black granular material called the musk grains. This is called as the musk grain, which is used for alcoholic solutions. Okay, so according to the availability, it's of three types based on availability. So Bhaprakash Nigantu, he used to mentions Kama Rupodbhava Krishna Naipali Neelavarna Yukta Kashmiri Kapila Chaya Kasturi Tatta Trivida Smrita. There are three types of the Kasturi based on the availability. Kama Rupodbhava Krishna Naipali Neelavarna Yukta Kashmiri Kapila Chaya Kasturi Tatra Trivida. So based on the availabilities of three types, that is Kamarupa, Naipali and Kashmiri. So Kamarupa, that is Kamarupa Desha, that is in a particular area where, so this, the Kasturi Mriga is present. So which is having Krishna Varna, that is Kamarupodbhava Krishna. So which is having Krishna Varna, that is the musk, what we are getting from the Kamarupa Desha, that is Kasturi Mriga, which gives the musk, which is having black in color, that is considered as a Sreshta Kasturi, whereas the Naipali, the Kasturi which is obtained from the Nepal region, that is which is having the Neelavarna, that is considered Madhyama about its properties. And Kashmiri, the Kasturi what we are obtaining, that is Kapila Chaya, that is Kapila Varna, which is Hina, which is Adama about its properties. So these are the three types of Kasturi. Okay, Kamarupa, Naipali and Kashmiri. Krishna Varna, Lohita Varna, Kapila Varna. So Kamarupa Kasturi is considered as Sreshta, and Naipali is considered as Madhyama, and Kapila, that is Kashmiri, that is Hina or Adama. So these are the three types of Kasturi. About the best quality of Kasturi, how we have to identify it. That is Kamaru Desha Utpanna, that is Kamarupa Kasturi, that is considered as Sreshta Kasturi. So musk, when it is fresh, it will be milky, but later it turns to viscid, that is a brownish red color. Okay, so that is considered is one of the best, the quality of Kasturi. So even, so this, the best quality or the Sreshta quality, when you add in a water, 1 part of Kasturi you can take and 3000 parts of water, when you mix it, still it will not lose the odor, its gandha will be present. Even if you add in 3000 parts of water, you can add 1 part of the Kasturi, still it will not lose its odor. So if the such type of Kasturi they used to consider as a best variety of Kasturi. Okay, so it's a synonym, that is Sahasrabid, that I have mentioned while explaining about the synonyms. The Sahasrabid synonym, which itself it indicates about its the purity, on its purity, and it is a dark purplish color, dry, smooth and unctuous on touch, and even the bitter in taste. So its crystals, after completely drying, it becomes in the crystal form. So if this crystal should not be mixed, or if you add in water, so it will not dissolve in that water, or it will not immerse in water. So if such type of granules are found, that is considered as a best variety of the Kasturi. If it dissolves or if it is immersed, that is not a good variety, it is adulterated. You can come to a conclusion. Okay, so if it is not dissolved or if it is not immersed, so it should be float. it should be float, and it should not dissolve. Such type of the crystals are called as the pure one. Okay, when put in water, it should not be changed in color, it should not give color. But if it gives color, then it is adulterated. Okay, so pure kasturi is soft and artificial is one hard. When you touch, so you will get it is very soft, the pure kasturi, but whereas the artificial one is, it is very hard. So pure kasturi, when you are going to burn, so it gives an urinous smell, leaving a grayish ash. About 8% of the ash will be present. When put on a paper which gives yellow color is observed, so that is considered as a pure variety. So the tests of kasturi as mentioned in the classical textbooks and in the Nigantus. So in the examinations, they used to ask for 5 marks question. Write the test for purity test for kasturi. Okay. So a small quantity of the kasturi placed in a fire, it melts with the bubbles. That means it is pure. If it is pure, it melts. It will not burn. So it will not melt, but will burn and become hard like steel. If impure, if the kasturi is impure, so it will burn and it becomes hard. If it not burn, if it melts, that is considered as pure the kasturi. Its fragrance just like a ketaki pushpa. That is the odor of the fresh kasturi is like ketaki pushpavat. Its fragrance will be present. If a thread placed on the Asafoetida, that is hingu, has the smell of Asafoetida after placing in a musk, it is not a pure one. So you can take a thread, you can keep on this hingu powder, and you can take it out, and the same thread you can put in the kasturi. So after keeping that, you can take it out, and then you can observe, you can take the odor. If the Asafoetida or the hingu odor is present, that is considered as impure. So even if it presents that the ketaki pushpavat, the odor, that is considered as the pure kasturi. Some of the several methods adopted by the ancient physicians to detect the pure kasturi are as follows. Okay, so you can take some amount of water, you can keep in your hand and put a small piece of kasturi in that water. So if the water immediately changes its color, so it is called as impure kasturi. If the water, it will not change its color, then that is called as the pure kasturi. Okay, so you can make an experiment. You can collect the kasturi. So you can you can collect one bowl, you can collect water. So in that water, you can keep a small amount of kasturi, and immediately if the water changes its color to red color or yellow color, so if it gives red color or yellow color, that is considered as the adulterated one. If the color is not changed, if its color is not changed, then that is considered as a pure variety of kasturi. Okay, if it gives red color or yellow color, that is considered impure or adulterated. But if it, even though after adding in water, if it will not give any the color, or that is considered as the pure one. But sometimes it is not dependable. Sometimes its color may change. When you freshly collect this musk, that musk contains some the blood. So at that time, immediately when you put in water, it gives red color. So it is always not dependable. Sometimes it may we may get confusions to identify the pure and adulterated one. Okay, but maximum, so you can just by putting in water, you can you will come to know whether it is adulterated or pure one. So this is the first test. You can mention the water test. The second test, so you can collect the pure kasturi, you can keep it in a room. So you close all the windows and the doors for 1 hour, 2 hours. So after that you can open and see the whole room will be very aromatic in nature. If the kasturi is adulterated, so after 1 hour or 2 hours, so the room will be having somewhat the false smell, unpleasant smell will be present. So unpleasant odor, if it present, that you can call it as it is adulterated one. Okay. Next, the third test. When the pure kasturi is rubbed by hands, just you can take a pinch of kasturi, you can rub it in the hands. Wait for 2 to 3 minutes. So the special aroma on the hands will persist for 2 to 4 hours, even after washing your hands, the fingers. So that aroma will be present for 2 to 4 hours. Then that is considered as the pure kasturi. If it is adulterated, so the odor will not be present. Okay, the first one is water test. The second one is you can keep in a room. The third, you can just rub between the hands. Okay, the fourth test, the pure kasturi cannot be burned, that I have explained in the earlier slide. Okay, when you put the pure kasturi in a fire, it burns. It will not burn. That is which turns like bubble, like this they used to give. It will not burn. Okay, on the fire, but yields a smell of burning skin. How the burning skin, when you burn the skin, at that time which type of odor will come, that type of odor you can also get. The fifth, the test, an interesting, the popular test for pure kasturi has been reported by some workers. That is, this also I have mentioned. You can take a cotton thread, you can pass through a hingu, there is asafoetida. You can take some amount of hingu, you can keep it in your hand. So you can take the cotton thread, you can mix it properly in that the hingu. So the same thread you can also use in the rasona kalka. You can prepare the rasona kalka in that kalka, or also you can mix it properly, that thread. So if that thread, the same thread, you can also pass it through the musk pod. Musk pod, you can take the powder of that musk kasturi, you can mix it proper, you can squeeze, you can mix in that the musk pod. So if it loses the quality or the odor of hingu or rasona, and it retains only the odor of musk, then it is considered as the pure one. If it is adulterated, it loses the musk odor, it only regains the odor of hingu or odor of rasona. This is very popular test to know the kasturi which is adulterated or genuine. Okay, if you are not understanding, I will once again I will explain. So you can take a thread, cotton thread. So you can you can mix that cotton thread in a hingu, the powder form of hingu, in that you can mix it. Or you can take the rasona kalka. In that rasona kalka you can mix it. The same thread you can mix it in a musk powder. So if it loses the odor of hingu or the rasona kalka, it retains only the musk odor, then it is considered as the pure kasturi. Okay, so this is important test. So after this, if the smell hingu or garlic remains in the thread, that is considered, that kasturi is considered as is not considered to be a genuine, that is adulterated one. Okay, a few grains of kasturi are placed in water. If it remains granular, that I have explained in the previous slide, if it is not dissolved, the musk is considered as the genuine one. If the musk melts, that is, it burns, it is not pure. If it melts with the bubbles, that is considered to be the genuine, and this melts, the musk is considered to be adulterated. So kasturi is put inside the soil. You can take the kasturi, you can put inside the soil. If the odor does not change after putting in a soil, that is considered to be the pure musk. And pure kasturi is soft, while impure one is hard. So kasturi when placed on a paper or leaves, which gives yellowish spot. So that is when you put on this paper, which gives yellowish color. But when you put on water, it will not give any color. But the same kasturi, when you put on paper, which will give yellowish color, that is considered to be a pure one. That is considered to be a pure one. Okay. So this is like the conclusion of the test for purity. So it is mentioned in the classical text or in the Nigantus. So pure kasturi, which is having tikta rasatmaka, which is having bitter taste, and which gives yellowish color when you put in a paper, which gives yellowish color, yielding aroma like ketaki flower, yielding aroma like ketaki flower. And when added to water, its color does not change. When you add in water, its color does not change. Okay, if placed on fire, it emits a peculiar sound and burning skin odor. So this is the concludatory part of the test for purity of kasturi. 5 marks question. Then properties of kasturi. कस्तूरी का कटुस्तिक्ता क्षारोष्णा शुक्रला गुरुः कफवात विषश्चर्दि शीत दुर्गंध शोषहृत्. कस्तूरी का कटुस्तिक्ता क्षारोष्णा शुक्रला गुरुः, that is, it is having aphrodisiac properties. It does kafavata shamana, vishagna property. It is useful in case of chardi, daurghandya, shosha. So in all these conditions, it is indicated. So the properties of kasturi: tikta katurasa, lagu ruksha tikshna guna. Because of this tikshna guna only, it is well known for its odor. Tikshna, lagu ruksha tikshna guna. Katavipaka, Ushnabirya, Kafavata, Shamaka. Okay, so it is very good for in case of vision, like Chakshusha. It is indicated in case of the Kushtabikaras, Kilasa, and also in case of Mukha Daurghandya, mouth diseases. So used in cold, that is in case of like Shita Jvara, or in case of Kasa, Swasa conditions, it is indicated as it, because of its Tikshna Guna, which dilates the bronchus and helps in easy breathings. The important chemical, the compositions, chemical structures. So in addition to its odoriferous principle, it contains ammonia. It contains ammonia, ovine, cholesterol, fat, wax, glutinous matter, albuminous substance. Okay, so these are some of the important active principles of the kasturi. A bitter resinous substance, it actions like a vajikarana. It does like a kamottejaka, kafavata, visha, chardi, shita, durganda, and shoshahara. This is according to Bhaprakash Nigantu. Next, matra, the doshas. See, around about 60 to 120 mg. 60 to 120 mg. Half to 1 rati is the therapeutic dose. Anupana is madhu. You can take along with the madhu. Some of the important preparations like Nagavallabharasa, Brahat Kasturi Bhairavarasa, Nagavallabharasa, Brahat Kasturi Bhairavarasa, Vata Kulantakarasa, Kasturi Modaka, Kasturi Gutika. So these are some of the important preparations. It's contraindicated in case of Pitta Prakriti persons. So it is one of the most expensive drug. It is the most expensive animal product. In the animal product, it is most expensive. In the world, that is 4 times costlier than gold. It is four times costlier than gold. So despite of its high price, the musk tincture were used in case of the perfume industries. In the 1979, when the musk deers were protected as an endangered species by the Convention on the International Trade in Endangered Species, that is CITES, Convention on the International Trade, Convention on the International Trade in Endangered Species, that is CITES, of wild flora and fauna. So there they have mentioned it as one of the endangered species. So kasturi is one of the life-saving drug in case of some cardiac emergency conditions. It is the best drug. So these are some of the pictures where they are using in case of perfume industries. Okay. So all are these the perfumes. So by this, I want to conclude the today's topic, that is Kasturi. So tomorrow we'll discuss another, the two, the important drugs, Gorochana and Mrugashrunga. So they may ask for 5 marks question. Okay, questions are there. So that we'll discuss tomorrow.